All right, everyone. Phil Ebener here. Welcome to the live Q&A session with Diego and I. We are going to be answering all of your digital marketing questions very soon. And we're just going to give a couple minutes to people who are running a little bit late, who are trying to log on, get enrolled or whatever to get here. But I see, wow, we've got like almost 50 people watching right now. Thank you so much for people who are chatting in the chat. Got a lot of people that I recognize. Welcome Lauren, Chuck, Dave, Sonia, Jeremy, Richard, Bertrand, Cedar, Mohammed, Chris. Man, lots of people. Dan, and Diego. Diego's here. How's it going, Diego?
Hey, Phil. I'm good. How are you guys? Thank you for being here live with us on the call. We're excited. We have a lot of people here live with us, and maybe you, if you are watching later, that's great too. Yeah, we are ready to answer questions and see how we can help you to actually use the tools that we have today on digital marketing, social media marketing, and all that to grow your business. That's the goal of this call. We will be happy, Phil and I will be happy if you have great results. Right, Phil?
Exactly. That's what our goal is. And we're opening up this Q&A to everyone who is in all of our marketing classes, which is exciting. Usually we've been doing these the past every other week or so for the past couple months for our digital marketing masterclass, which seems to be doing really well. People are really liking that. So as always, we appreciate your reviews in that class and in all of our classes. It's the reviews and the feedback that help us make our courses even better and help you grow your businesses even better. So thank you so much for everyone who has left a review for our classes. So if people haven't already done so, please let us know where you're listening from. We've got people from all over the world tuning in today, which is just awesome. And if you have questions about your business and you want us to answer them, just post your questions right away. I'm going to be marking those down and we'll be saving them. And then while we're doing that, getting people introduced and everything, we're just going to talk a little bit about what's working, what's not working in our own businesses right now since we last spoke. So Diego, I'm going to kick it off to you. How's business been going for you? What have you been working on for the past couple of weeks? What's been working?
Yeah, it's going very, very well. Actually, the last month, I was working in a new course I released it last week on Udemy. So that was taking most of my time. And this week, I am doing something that I really like, and I'm excited about it, which is different, is just promoting my course. So doing Facebook Live. So if you are in one of my groups, if you are one of my students on Udemy, probably you are on the group, and you will see live videos from me. I am working on the Q&A session, on the Q&As that I have for my courses. Today, I have more than 130 questions, and that's just from the last week, you know. So what I am trying to do right now in order to serve you better is to not just reply with text. I mean, if it's an easy answer, yes, text is good, but I'm trying to create a new video answer for you for every question that you send. And by doing that, I think that's great because I'm adding more value to you. You will get a better experience and you will know how to apply what I am suggesting. And also we are helping other students on the course because we are posting that in the curriculum on Udemy. So people that are not in the course right now, they can watch that later and learn from that. So that's my last 3 weeks, Phil, just creating new courses, working on promotion. And this week is very special for me because it's something that I love, which is promotion on Facebook, YouTube, all the social media. So I'm excited.
That's awesome. How about you? Yeah, that's awesome. Things have been going really well over here too. My main business, as most people watching right now, is about online courses. I was doing mostly video editing, video production a few years ago, and I've transitioned to online media, and that's taken over my life. And I am a content creator, and so that's what I do with most of my time. And I've been releasing a lot of great courses, partnering with some great instructors for releasing new courses. But I think one thing that I'm most excited about is my website, and I've been writing a lot more content and also hiring people to write content for me. And that in itself was a bit of a challenge. I've done it in the past, and haven't had so much success just because the quality wasn't that great. But this time I've just been so busy with my business, I don't have any time anymore. And so I wanted to really figure out, how can I continue to grow my business by outsourcing some of this work? And so one of the things that I did was I realized that a lot of people come to my website to learn about photography, but I don't have that many great resources for them. A lot of my content is related to video production, which is great, but I also want to serve that photography audience. And so I thought, let me just write articles for all of the basic questions that a beginner photographer would have. And so I wrote down a list of like 50 article ideas. I hired a bunch of people on Upwork to write test articles. I picked the best ones, and now I have 2 people who are writing batches of articles for me, which is awesome because now I have, at least up until now, and they're continuing to write for me, I have about 20 weeks worth of articles that I have to put out on Video School Online, which is going to be just consistent content that is actually beneficial to people. And what's surprising is that from the first articles that I've posted from these writers, I've gotten more interaction, more comments and engagement from those articles than some of the stuff that I even write. So it's been a good experiment so far, and I'm going to continue to just look for ways to continue to outsource my business and continue to grow it. I've felt like for a while that I'm in growth mode, but I feel like I'm still in that mode, and I want to take advantage of it.
Yeah, outsourcing is good, Phil, because I mean, you can have more time to serve your audience in other ways, and also to relax, you know, because the life is not just working, guys. We need to take time off, you know, enjoy life, and I mean, that's why we are working, to have free time sometimes. So I'm happy that you are outsourcing that. Where do we find the articles?
Yeah, so all of that is going to be just on my website, videoschoolonline.com. So for people who don't know me or don't know my website, videoschoolonline.com is my home base, and it's my main brand. So you'll see a bunch of articles if you go to the blog recently that are based on sort of basic photography skills. And so those are the kinds of things just to look at and to get inspiration from. Another thing that I did recently was I'm always playing around with where I should put my email opt-in forms on my website. But I put my email opt-in form on the sidebar, which before it was a link to a free course, which did well, but and all those people would get on my email list, which was great. But I also now added an email opt-in form, which, you know, it's kind of obvious that I should have that. But in my redesign of my website, I kind of didn't think about it. And so since I added that opt-in form like last week, I've had a number of people sign up from that. And that's great because a lot of people, like 90% of my traffic comes to my site from a blog article or from a Google search. So I want to make sure that people have that opportunity to opt in right away from that blog article.
That's great, man.
So yeah, that's what's been working. And I think we can kind of tie some more stuff into what's been working, what hasn't been working as we answer questions. And we've gotten a number of questions, and I see 64 people watching right now, which is amazing. So again, thank you so much for being here. And yeah, just let us know if you have any questions. I'm copying them down and we're going to go through them. So if we're ready, and I might need to have some clarification for some of these questions, so I might ask for some of that. We had a question from Pragmatic Solutions. Says, hi, my question, I wanted to promote my mobile app builder for e-commerce store. What should I do? Or how should I do it? So they want to promote their mobile app builder for e-commerce store.
That's interesting.
Let me see.
Well,
fine. They're from Delhi, India. So welcome all the way from Delhi.
So is that an app that helps small companies to create their own app on mobile, or is a different kind of app?
Yeah, I mean, maybe you can explain a little bit more what your business is, what your goals are. I'm a little confused too. Is it a mobile app builder? Is it in a platform?
Yeah.
So while you do that, we can actually jump to the next one. HD Funny Entertainment asks how to promote my YouTube channel. That's a great question. That's the question of the year for me anyways. I think the best way is to find a specific niche and to create consistent content with it, and to also use social media to drive traffic back to your YouTube channel. Now, this is the decision you have to make, because at this point in time, putting your video content directly on Facebook is a good idea, because Facebook video is more popular than ever. Facebook doesn't want you sending your traffic to YouTube. So you have to make that decision. Is your business a YouTube channel, or is your business an entertainment company? Because if it's an entertainment company, you should be on all of these platforms, and it doesn't matter necessarily where you put your content. You might want to have it everywhere. And now that takes a lot of work. But if you're really wanting to succeed in the current sort of social media space, you're going to need to put in that work to customize your videos for each of these platforms. If you don't want to do that and you just want to be on YouTube, I would definitely, the consistency thing is very important. And if you can actually post your link to your channel, I can check it out. I would love to see it, and I can give you some direct feedback. Collaborating with other YouTubers is a great way to get started, to get your YouTube channel in front of more people. Doing live Q&As or live stuff like this is a great idea too, because it's a way to get people engaged. And while they're engaged, you can ask them to subscribe to your channel. And that's ultimately the goal, is to get more subscribers, because that's the people that are going to watch your videos consistently. And whenever you post a video, you're going to get that initial boost of views for your video, which helps it rank on YouTube. And so that's why getting you subscribers is so important. So make sure within your videos, you're using YouTube cards, you're using end screens, you have links in your description, trying to get people to subscribe. So those are a few of my quick ideas. I'll also check out your YouTube channel if you post it, and give you more feedback.
Yeah, that's the great strategies, Phil. I mean, yeah, for sure. And what you can do also is because we have this situation, we have on the YouTube channel, everyone have visitors that are watching our videos, but they are not subscribers right now. So you need to do everything Phil suggested, which is great. And also you need to worry about optimize your video to get more subscribers. You can do that with the YouTube cards, with the call to action on the video. So when you are recording, you can invite your viewers to subscribe to your channel. And also one thing that I always tell you guys here on the Q&A, and I love this one because it helped me to grow my subscriber list, is to whenever you are sharing your channel in social media, by email, or in any way, you can add at the end of your link. If you go to my channel at the top on YouTube, you copy that link and you add one specific code, which is, I will put this on the chat so you can see it, which is this. So you add !sub _confirmation = 1. What happened when they click on the link? When they click on that link, they will be forward to your YouTube channel homepage, and they will see a pop-up message asking them to subscribe. So everything will be gray out on the background, and they will have only the pop-up from YouTube saying, hey, do you want to subscribe? And they can click subscribe, or they can try to go to the X and close, which is even more difficult than clicking subscribe. So you can do that in any way. I mean, if you are sharing your channel in any social medias, you can add that for sure.
And the last thing I'll just add to building a YouTube channel is that I found your YouTube channel. I see you've been posting consistently for 3 months, which is awesome. But 3 months is a very short time to create a channel. You'll see most of these popular YouTubers who have a lot of subscribers, they've been around for years posting. I mean, the best YouTubers, the ones that are consistently ranking, trending, they have been around for 5+ years posting consistently. Now there are those, specific ones, the Jake Pauls who started a year ago, and they just have they're doing daily videos, and each video is insane, and they attract people to subscribe, and they do grow a channel quickly. But that's because those channels are based off of a person's personality, and I find those channels are able to grow faster. If you have a personality that is just really interesting and engaging, you're able to grow your channel faster. But if your videos are more how-to videos, if they are if you're not the face of your videos, it's just going to take a long time. So keep at it. Don't get discouraged. It took me many years to get to where I am, and I'm a nobody in the YouTube space. And so I would just keep at it. So I think that's enough YouTube for now. We've got a lot more questions. So let's get to some more of them. Pragmatic Solutions did explain that it was a white label. Let me get to that comment. It's a white label app. So they have a mobile app builder for e-commerce store. White label. I'm still kind of, I'm not sure exactly what they do.
But let's say that I mean, you are asking how to promote that service to your clients, right? Mm-hmm. So in this case, your clients, if we understand well, are small companies, right? Business owners. On Facebook, for example, and in any other social media, you can target small business owners. There is specific category for that. So you can target these people. Maybe you can start targeting people around your business. If you have a local store where you do consulting, or where you receive clients, you can, or if you don't have that, but let's say you live in Florida. I live in Florida, for example. I will initially target people are in my state, because I mean, maybe business owners will be happier to establish a commercial relationship with somebody that is from the same state, let's say, right? That's cultural. But when we talk about the tools, you can target specifically these people on Facebook or any social media. So go through the target audience builder, and when you are ready to build the interest and the behavior of your target audience, spend time finding the best categories for you, because that's the secret, guys. One of the secrets. There are several factors. One of the most important things is to have your target audience perfectly defined, because that means people that see your ads and people that see your company, your service, your app, on this case, they will be ready. They will need that app for their business. So they will say, oh, I really need this. Looks interesting, instead of just going through the Facebook timeline, you know?
And I think one thing, so after this Pragmatic Solutions has explained that it's basically any business can use their app to have an online store. Mm-hmm. The difficult thing for that is that as a business owner myself, there are so many solutions for me to solve that problem. Mm-hmm. And so you need to find a lot of heavy hitters in maybe target a specific industry. And this is what ConvertKit did when they were launching. They found a bunch of bloggers. They let them use their platform for free or a super discount. And so when all of these sort of big name people who have audiences of their own started using ConvertKit, then all of their followers were like, what are you using? Like, I want to use ConvertKit too. So think about ways that you might have to give out your app for free to 1,000 people to use. And yeah, that might be a lot of support. That might take a lot of energy and time and resources to allow 100 or 1,000 people to use your app. But you need to get people using those apps without any barrier to entry. Because as a business owner myself, if you came to me and said, hey, I have this app, it's $10, you can build your own online store, there's other options for me, and I've never heard of you. So you have to think of ways how you can really make it easy for businesses to use your app, and then also think of like finding a specific industry for trying to find some like heavy hitters in that industry to start using your app too.
Exactly. So you can also go to on your neighborhood, find your ideal client, and you can provide service for free. As Phil said, you can go there and say, hey, let's build your store with my app. I will do it for free. You test it for a month or for 2 months or 3 months. And if you like it, if you are happy with the result, you can continue with the subscription. And if not, it's fine. We cancel and you move forward. So that's is basically what Phil suggested. But you can add also the one-on-one factor. So if you, I mean, we are very comfortable doing things online, you know. I mean, I am nervous right now doing this live Q&A in front of 60 plus people, but if I am in front of you, actually, I will be more nervous, you know. So, right, Phil?
Yeah, exactly.
So
I like this barrier, this screen in front of me.
So if you go out and you find 5 companies that can buy your app, and you say, hey, let's do it for free. Give me a half an hour. Let's chat about this, the benefit that you will have, and let's build this online store on the app for free. And if you like it, after X month, we continue with the package. That will give you instant sales, you know, because everyone that is a small business owner will like the option to have more visibility and more presence online.
I think you covered it pretty well, Diego. So a couple more questions. I want you to think about this one while I answer the next one. The one I want you to think about is Chuck asked, what are the best social media platforms for real estate agents? And then I'm going to answer Tomas's question about how long should an article be on a blog? What's the optimal length? I was doing some research myself about this when I was thinking about hiring people to write articles for me. I think the longer the blog article can sometimes mean the better. But there was this research done by Medium, which is a great blogging platform, and they were really focused on not necessarily how many specific words, but how long people were staying on a blog article. And the ideal length was 7 minutes, which is very interesting because for online courses, I feel like 7 minutes maybe is a little bit long, but that's a pretty standard length for many of my tutorials. Anything longer, the attention span starts to dip off, and even shorter can kind of feel like, oh, this is not as high quality as I'm not getting as much as I really want from this article or this video. And they found that 7 minutes is around 1,600 words. And that's kind of what my gut reaction was too. I would say between 1,000 and 2,000 words is a pretty standard size for an article. If one thing that I've seen that works nowadays better than ever though, is writing these like really, really long articles, like the complete guides that are 5,000 word plus, that covers the ins and outs of everything. And this kind of matches how with online courses, what courses do really well too. The ones that are the complete masterclass style courses, those are the ones that students like more than the specific niche type courses. And so when you're thinking about writing a blog article, maybe you might want to think about writing fewer articles, but longer, big pillar articles that are, 3,000-4,000 words plus. But then if you're doing this every week or multiple times a week, I would say stick to between 1,000 and 2,000 words. People used to say, oh, like 500 words, but I think that's kind of that's not enough anymore to really be able to, teach and engage with a blog article. So around 1,500 words is kind of what you should go around.
Do you think it's a good idea, Phil, to add video maybe on the article explaining more about the subject, or do you think just a plain text with images is enough?
I think video for sure is a good idea. I think a lot of people like the option of watching a video, and I think having both gives them that option. Sometimes I wonder if having a video at the top of the article detracts from people actually reading the article. If you have opt-in forms or offers down below, like you might not get people actually reading through your articles. But the best way to kind of combat that is within the video, kind of mesh them together. And in the video, you can be talking about, if you're reading the article below, I include links to all the equipment I'm talking about, or hey, subscribe down below, or get the offer down below. So it's kind of blended together and not just some random video stuck on top of the article.
Nice.
Yeah. So social media for real estate agents from Chuck.
Chuck, that's a great question. And actually, I have two brothers that are real estate agent. Also, my father is. So the
Nice.
challenge with real estate is that, and let me know in the chat if you agree with me, is that the client that you have is not a long time client. Because if I sell, if I have a bakery, probably people that will visit my store, they will visit constantly. Every day or every other day, they will come here and buy bread, right? If you are selling houses, people don't buy houses or people don't rent new houses every month or every 2 months, right? So basically you need to, it's more challenge because you need to find that client that is ready to buy, so you don't spend money and time with them because they are ready to buy, they are looking for the property. And you need to convert these guys into a client. And also you have a lot of competition, right? So you are asking about the best social media platforms. I will recommend you to try on all the platforms. I have one favorite for you in 1 minute, but I mean, if you can use all the tools that you have, I know it's overwhelming, and if is, I will suggest you to start with Facebook and YouTube initially, and especially YouTube ads. Why? Because you know when I go to YouTube and I want to watch a video school online tutorial, right? I
Yep.
see that advertising at the beginning, and I can skip after 5 seconds, right? So you can create a great video for these people that live around your area. You have the advantage that you have a very defined area where you work, right? If you are a real estate agent, so you can target people that live on that place. And on YouTube and Google, we have specific categories where you can pick people that are looking for real estate. You can see people that are buying new properties. There are categories there. Google change it all the time. They change the name, so I don't remember exactly how are they called. But if we go on the ads manager on Google, we will see that. So what you can do is this: create that video, and in the first 5 seconds before they can jump the video, you need to catch their attention. So you need to say, "Hey, do you live in West Palm Beach and are looking for a great home?" You know, and they will say, "Oh, yes, I am. Let's keep watching this." You know, and after that, you deliver your message. Of course, you need to see. You need to think about what are you sharing on the video, because if you are sharing like let's say a $500,000 house, maybe this guy that is watching your ad, they want to invest just $100,000 or something. So you need to also see what's your target audience and target these people on the Google Ads Manager, okay? So, but attack all the social medias. Use Facebook and YouTube initially. Invest on YouTube ads and see the results. Analyze. This is not an overnight success strategy, guys. Everything that we talk here takes time. Big companies have like 100 people in the marketing department doing this every day, right? We are by ourselves. So we need to test, we need to see the results and try again. The good thing is that this works. That's why everybody is using ads today. And this can work for you, especially on real estate.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. And I had some thoughts because I recently went through this process of buying a house, and I have friends who are real estate agents and they're Facebook friends of mine. And I think one thing that I was thinking about is that real estate is a very, I think word of mouth business is probably where you're going to get most of your clients. And having like some random person approach you either on the street or online, if I'm looking to buy a house, I'm not necessarily going to want to hire them right away. Mm-hmm. And so my thought with that is that I have two friends specifically who are real estate agents, and they are always posting about real estate stuff on their Facebook page. And this is their personal Facebook page. Actually, one might be a page, like a business page, but one is just her personal page. And I'm friends with them. And I'm always seeing her post videos about like her open houses, her ideas for like, you know, spiffing up your house and all kinds of stuff. And so now in my mind, I know, okay, these are the two people who I trust. I guess they're the only people I really know that do real estate. And so if someone came to me and asked me, oh, like, who would you trust be your real estate agent, those are the first two people who come to mind. And so I think people who are your friends and family, not necessarily that they're going to be your clients, but if they see you posting on your personal Facebook page about real estate stuff all the time, then they might be the perfect people to give you a referral later on. Whereas like if these people hadn't posted at all on Facebook, I wouldn't even know that they were real estate agents, and I wouldn't myself trust them or trust myself to refer them to someone else. So I think even just like being on your personal Facebook page and posting your real estate stuff there is a good idea too. I don't know, just an idea.
Yeah.
I'm not a real estate agent, so we can only give you our best advice from our perspectives. Cool. So we have another question, a bunch of questions. So thank you, everyone. We're going to try to get through all these questions in the next 30 minutes. Jeremy, what's up, Jeremy? He asked, after the initial email funnel, how often should you email your audience? I'll go first, and then Diego, you can follow up. I think once a week for sure is kind of the ideal rate. And this is from my personal experience, but also talking to a number of other online course creators through my podcast, and just hearing their stories and the people who are having the most success with just their business in general, but also their email list, are emailing them once a week. Mm-hmm. And I wasn't doing this for a long time. I was kind of just sporadically emailing people. And that's the worst thing you can do, because you want to train your audience to expect an email every week. And if it's not every week, maybe it's every other week or once a month. As long as they're trained to know that this is when Phil is sending an email and they can expect that, and you follow up with that, that's going to create a more engaged audience. But I think once a week is a good idea. But as long as you're coming out with something new or interesting to tell them. And that's why I think for me, writing one blog article a week and posting one YouTube video a week is a good idea, because I always have something new to share in my weekly newsletter. So once a week is what I would say.
Yeah, I agree with you, Phil. And remember that not only email asking for the sale, right? With the email, the funnel and all these is to create a relationship with your customer. So what we want is to add value. That's why Phil is suggesting, for example, sending the articles once a week. We have another friend, which is actually not a friend, but we met him on Udemy Live, which is creating one YouTube video a day. And once a week, he creates a very nice email, and he sends to his audience with this 5 or 7 videos that he created that week, right? Short videos, I think he's doing like 2 to 5 minutes or something. So that's another way. If you are not comfortable just writing articles and you are more comfortable on video, you can do that too. But yeah, remember not just to ask for the sale. The goal here on the email, guys, is to add value. So when you are ready to ask for the sale, when you have a new product, they will buy your product or your services.
Yeah, totally. Silvermint Digital says, Louis, hey, his name is Louis from the UK. He's asking if we could do a video on image resizing and their use in websites, social platforms. I'm struggling with creating a video to fit my Facebook cover. Definitely something we can cover. Maybe you can post that question in the Q&A of the course so we are reminded. But I will refer you to canva.com, which is, if not for the videos, but if you're just trying to come up with a cover for social media, all the different platforms, they have templates and they're the right size, which is perfect. And you can upload your own videos, you can create them there. Or if you're just trying to figure out what the actual size is, you can go on their website, canva.com. I'll post that. And if you just look at all of their templates, you can see the pixel size, and then using whatever creator, if you're using Photoshop or whatever design tool you're using, you can use those dimensions.
And Louis, we actually have a lecture on the Digital Marketing Masterclass where I show step by step how to create an image, not a video, an image on Canva, as Phil suggested. So if you go through the course and the curriculum, you will find that lecture for sure.
And for specifically video, I'm not sure the dimensions off the top of my head, but I can try to come up with a video later too. Cool. Dan Vega in the house. Dan, sorry about the Indians. I do have to say that. I'm sure that was a bummer. But he asks, I have a new course coming out with a friend. I want to create a free course as a promotion. What does that sales funnel look like? Do you drive people to the free course using Google and Facebook ads? And do I drive them to the course page or create a new landing page on my website? Diego, you want to take that one?
Is that the same person that have the app, or is it different?
No. This is a different person.
A different. Okay. Man, where are the course hosted? Are they on Udemy? Are they on Teachable? I'm asking that because the difference is that if you have on your own platform, you will have the email address of this student. Okay. Anyways, I think if you are starting on Udemy or on your own platform, I think it's a great idea to have a free course. So you will start building that community of people that know you, that like how you teach, and community of people that are getting value from you, right? And of course, if you are on Udemy, you can promote your premium course on the last lecture, on the bonus lecture. That's allowed. So you can do a video. You can create a video saying, hey, thank you for taking this course. We have another course that will take you to the next level, the next step, to learn more about this specific subject. You can do a video with the link, or you can just write an article on the bonus lecture, driving people there. If you have on your own platform, it's even better, I think, because you will have their email address, and from there you can promote your premium course later. So you can put it on a funnel, so they will learn more about you, receive more lectures from you, more value from you, and at the end you can invite them to join you on the premium course. What do you think, Phil?
Yeah, I mean, I think in terms of the sales funnel itself, the question about do you drive them from an ad to the course page or to a landing page, that depends on, again, where you're hosting. If you're hosting it with Teachable or Thinkific or something like that, send them to the course landing page. I mean, that's the sales page is your landing page. So design that in a way that is better than just a list of topics you're going to learn, have a better call to action, a sales video, and all of that kind of stuff. I haven't driven too many people. Personally, I'm not the paid advertising expert. That's what Diego does, but I haven't really used paid advertisements to drive people to a free course. But for me, what's worked with my free courses is making them short. When they sign up, when the student signs up for the free course, they get added to a series of emails that walks them through the entire course in a short amount of time. So like maybe a week. And so during that week, I'm sending them an email maybe every day. And so this is not my normal newsletter, but this is more of like the series of email for this course, where every day they're getting extra content, or I'm challenging them to watch this lecture of the course. And then on that last day, they should have watched all of the lectures. And that last email is about if you want to take it to the next level, enroll in the full course. And promoting it that way. I think that's the thing with the free courses that I found is that it's easy for a lot of people to sign up and not be engaged. And so you need to create that initial engagement. So it's not, and I don't do this with all my courses. I need to do better at this, but just having a free course and getting people's email addresses when they sign up and emailing them later on about the paid course isn't going to be enough. You really need to, once they sign up for a free course, keep them engaged, send them emails to get them watching those videos and benefiting from that course. And once they realize they're benefiting from that course, they'll be more likely to purchase the full course.
Exactly. And now I get the initial question, Phil. So if you are paying for ads to drive traffic to your free course, and your free course is on Udemy, in my opinion, I will say it's a must to have them on an email list. So you need to drive, in my opinion, right? People do it different because Udemy also have the retargeting system. So if somebody visit the site and they end up not enrolling, they will show ads for the course. But what works for me, because you are paying for ads already, you are paying for these people to click on your link, right? On Facebook or any social media. So you need to put it you need to drive them to an opt-in page where you offer the course for free. So you will say, hey, enter the name and email, and in the email, on an automatic email, you will receive the link to join for free to my course. And you can do that with a free course, or you can do that even with your premium course on Udemy, right? If you do with your premium course, they will think that they are getting more value because the course is, let's say, $150 and they are getting for free. And maybe they will be more engaged to take the course because it's a premium course. Yeah, so that's my suggestion. Basically, if you are working with Udemy, and I see another question here asking what's the best way to stay within Udemy's rule and gather students' email addresses from Jeremy. So that's one way, right? Which is following Udemy's rule. You are within the policy because you are not promoting to students that you have, but you are paying for ads, driving to a landing page, collecting that name and email, and after that you can give for free your premium or free course.
Yeah. So Dan, hopefully that kind of gives you some ideas, especially with the emailing. But let us know if you have any follow-up questions. Jira Design asks, it's Yvette Arroyo asks, what do you recommend to promote a graphic design business for small entrepreneurs? So I'm assuming you are the graphic designer and you're trying to promote yourself to small entrepreneurs. What I would do, because as a small entrepreneur, we want to outsource our business. At some point, we're starting to outsource business, and graphic design might be one of those first things that we want to outsource. And so I think going on social media groups, Facebook, and going on all of these groups related to entrepreneurs, like finding email service groups like ConvertKit groups, Aweber groups, or going on Teachable groups or Udemy groups or Amazon FBA groups, and either posting in the group or kind of poaching and messaging members of that group and asking them if they are interested in graphic design, getting help with graphic design. That might be the best way, but like directly contacting your potential clients. But then you have to have an offer for them. And if your offer is, hey, like buy my services, that's not going to be enough. And that's, who knows, that could get you banned or whatever from a group or Facebook if you're doing it that way. But if you have some sort of offer where you're like, hey, I'll design a graphic for you for free. I'm starting my business and I'm looking to build my client list. Let me create some graphics for you for free. That's probably the best way to get started with some small entrepreneurs. So yeah, social media groups, I think, is probably what I would do if I were you. I don't know. Do you go any other ideas?
I agree with you, man. 100%.
Okay, cool. Well, that one was pretty easy. Richard Brassaw says, what suggestions do you have for monetizing a YouTube channel? Good idea, or good questions. I mean, there's basically a few ways you can monetize. One is through ads, through YouTube ads, or from sponsorships, like sponsoring with a product or someone who actually pays or works with you and pays you per video, product placements within your videos, or selling your own products. And that's not necessarily an option for everyone, but most people who create YouTube videos should be creative enough. And a lot of people are creating YouTube channels around some sort of idea that could have a product related to it. It could be an ebook. It could be a digital course. It could be coaching. It could be something, whatever you provide and help your audience with. And I think that's the best way to monetize your YouTube channel, because you're going to make more money that way than with YouTube ads. And you're going to be able to help your viewers directly yourself, rather than just like pitching them a product or, hoping that they click on an ad before your video plays. So try to come up with some sort of digital product that you can actually sell yourself. I see all kinds of YouTubers nowadays, sort of like the young hipster YouTubers who sell their merchandise. That's one thing that some people do. They create t-shirts and hats and their swag, and they try to get people to buy their t-shirts for their brand. But I don't know if that's necessarily a good long-term plan. I think that idea is going to get very oversaturated very soon. So yeah, digital products or some sort of product that you can sell yourself is probably the best way to quickly grow your income with YouTube.
Yeah. And also affiliate, Mark. I mean, you can be affiliate of one product. Of course, you need to be you need to like the product. That's basic ethics, right? If you like the product, you like the service, you can create a video doing a review of that and offering to your audience, right? I think Pat Flynn is doing like with Bluehost, he's doing like, I don't know, $40,000 a month or something, right?
Yeah, or more sometimes. I feel like, yeah, no, that's a good idea. Like for Amazon products, like whenever I mention something on my blog, and I don't do it enough on YouTube, but I just add my Amazon affiliate link, and every month I get a couple $100 from Amazon. And if I wanted to do more, I probably would be making more. But especially if you're doing a YouTube channel, reviewing products, using products, definitely include some Amazon affiliate links in there. Feb and Peter asked, does a free coupon to one of my courses serve as a good lead magnet to collect email addresses? I'm worried if the only people I'll have on my email list are ones interested in free courses. Kind of a follow-up question, Dan's question, which is good. What do you think, Diego?
Yeah, that's a good question, a good point. But I think that it's still worth it. I mean, it's one of the easiest way to collect these email addresses to start building your audience, right? Because you have the options to offer an ebook or just a free PDF, or you can offer one free course or a premium course for free, which is, in my opinion, is you are adding more value to them. Because of course, a course have more value than just a free PDF most of the time, right? Because you have more time, or more time of the entrepreneur creating that course, recording, adding value, and they can watch it's easier. You know how it works because you are all in our courses, right? So I still think that it's a great idea to collect email addresses with your course. I mean, what do you think, Phil?
Definitely. And I think the key is that finding people who are actually interested in your course topic is going to be better than just posting free links to your course or your free course on social media groups that are for free coupons. You're going to get a lot of the freebie hoarders out there who aren't interested in your topic. But if you find people, if you are in groups or on blogs or forums where people are interested in your topic and you're actually serving their needs, those are the people that, yeah, not everyone's going to buy your course, but they're the people that are most likely going to want to buy your course. And if you're interested in the Digital Marketing Masterclass and not in it yet, I'm going to post a link right now. So check that out. Hopefully all of you guys are. Cool. We got like 12 minutes. Let's try to get through some of these questions. We got a bunch more. Speed round. Richard Locke asks, are you doing this just through YouTube or via third-party app? This YouTube live is through YouTube Live or live events on YouTube. So if you go to your YouTube channel, go to the Creator Studio, and you click on live streaming, this is available to anyone who's a verified YouTuber. And under events, you can do this. It's through the Google Hangouts app, but on YouTube, it shows up as just a YouTube live video. So it's free, which is pretty awesome. Thomas George asks, Facebook ads versus YouTube ads for selling your Udemy course. Diego, go.
Facebook ads versus YouTube ad. You need to test both because depending on where is your audience, right? Facebook ads work, YouTube ads work. My suggestion, create one campaign on each social media platform, YouTube and Facebook. Optimize it the best way possible and see the results after that for your specific audience.
Yeah, definitely. I think, again, I don't use ads for promoting my courses. I think personally, I think putting your time and effort into content marketing is very worthwhile, and maybe for me better. But of course, it'd be awesome to be able to use YouTube or Facebook ads. I think the key is though sending them to your email list first and not directly to a course.
Exactly.
Promoting your course is not going to. It's going to be hard to make money from sending them directly to your course landing page. Let's see. Karen Fredericks asks, any info or advice specifically for a children's book author and publisher? Oh, that would be a fun business. I've always thought that my mom and my sister should collaborate on a children's book, because my mom's an artist, my sister's a writer, and I've always thought how cool it would be to use social media to promote your books, to build some, I don't know, this is just like an idea I've always had, is like, how can you have some sort of like, get creative with social media and write books and like every day post a new page from your book or something like that to get people like engaged. Of course, giving away your books is a good idea, to like build an email list or something like that, or somehow building an app, or I don't know if there are apps right now where for children's books, but getting your book on an app where kids can read them on an iPad or on their tablet. I think that's kind of the way of the future for children's books, or probably, I don't have kids, so I don't know, but it's probably around right now already. But any other ideas for promoting? I mean, you're really going after the parents, and so you're not going after the kids.
Yes.
And so for me, I would say that we know that Pinterest is heavily weighted towards middle-aged women. So probably a lot of people who have kids. And so Pinterest is a great place to put your books. Facebook definitely too. Like, and this is compared to like Snapchat or Instagram, where those are more of a younger demographic. So definitely Pinterest for sure.
Yeah. And remember that when you are, I mean, as Phil said, the target audience here are not the kids, are the parents, right? So when you are promoting in any way, not just on social media, when you are even creating a video or talking with people or going to a library and giving a talk about your book, remember to always talk about the benefit for the kids. You know, if you put in their parents' shoes and they are listening to you, what do they need to listen in order to say, yes, I like this book. You know, this book will teach this to my kid. This book will educate my kid in this way. Yeah, but I basically work more with adults. So it's difficult for me to imagine an ad campaign for kids' book. It's possible, people are doing it all the time, but of course, as Phil said, you need to target the parents, and you need to talk about the value of your book on the life of the kids.
Yeah, maybe homeschool groups. I know there's like a lot of homeschool Facebook groups out there that are always looking for content, mostly educational, but maybe also for just children's books. We had another question just about Udemy in general, which we can touch upon. Why does Udemy sell courses for $10? Are instructors just okay with that? This is probably the first question you have once you sign up as an instructor and you realize that Udemy does just sell courses for $10 most of the time, or between $10 and $20 usually. And I think the thing with Udemy is that you are playing their game in a sense that you have to, well, yeah, you have to accept that if you want to be on the platform. But what their goal is to teach the world and to bring online courses to as many people as possible. And for most people around the world, a price point between $10 and $20 is a fair price. Anything more would be very, very expensive for most people in the world. And so if you want to sell your courses for a higher price, it's going to take a lot more work in terms of your sales funnel. It's not impossible at all, but it's definitely not what Udemy is there for. Udemy is there to sell as many courses as possible to as many people as possible, and that $10 to $20 price point works. And you can still make a lot of money with it, though. As instructors, most of my income comes from Udemy, so definitely. I don't know, Diego, are you happy with that?
Yeah, and they changed the price last year, guys, and we had a decrease on sales. Most instructors have a decrease on sales, so they went back to the $10 model, and it's working pretty well for most instructors. Yeah, basically what Phil said, if you want to sell for higher prices, you can post a better version of your course on your platform and offer one-on-one call, weekly calls or something like that to add more value and sell for a higher price, right?
Yeah, totally. We had a couple questions kind of specific to Adobe stuff. There was a question about being confused with Illustrator and Photoshop templates and what files types for export is best. That's a great thing that you can learn in Udemy courses. I have courses on these topics. We go through all of the different things, how you export, and also on YouTube. If you're looking to export from a specific program or export for a specific reason, just type it in on YouTube and I'm sure you'll find a tutorial. And yeah, so especially with sizes and stuff like that and file types.
What's the course name, Phil? Is the Photoshop or?
What's that?
What's the course name if we want to take a look on Udemy?
Oh, I have a Photoshop. I don't know what it's called. If you type Photoshop,
you have too many courses, man.
Yeah, if you type in Photoshop on Udemy, then just look for the one with my big face on it. Okay, so let's see. Ray Anthony says, what would be the most effective objective for a Facebook campaign for realtors? For example, traffic to a website, awareness, or lead generation. I would say any ad should be lead generation. The way you do it might be by awareness. You're getting awareness as you're getting yourself in front of people. But I would say the ultimate goal is lead generation. And so if you're sending traffic to your site, I would say that it shouldn't just be to your homepage or to an article unless that homepage or that article has a big opt-in form and a reason and a benefit for opting in. So that's what I would say. Otherwise, it's hard to like track if your ads are working or not.
Exactly. And yeah, with lead generation, you will get their information and you can set up an automatic reply after they subscribe, especially on real estate, right? Where they will have your contact information, right? So, or you can call them. You can ask even for a phone number on your opt-in page if you want, right? So you receive that lead and you make the call to the client. They just opt in for your page, and you immediately, as soon as possible, you call them and schedule we need to be fast on real estate, guys, right?
Yeah. Kazi Ariane says, could you please tell me how can I promote my Udemy course, or how can I get some affiliate link that I can send my coupon code? So I'm not exactly sure if you're asking if you're just looking to have a coupon code or a link that you can send out where you are making the 100%. Because if you have a Udemy course and if you go to your price and coupons tab, and if you share any link that you create with the coupon, if someone buys through that link, you automatically make 100% of that sale. If you're looking for other people to be affiliates, then they'll have to sign up through the affiliate program, which is probably udemy.com/affiliate, or there's a link, udemy.com/affiliate, and you can join and you can get links to the Udemy site and your affiliate link. But if you are just trying to find the coupon code yourself, then it's just in the course dashboard. I don't know. If there's something that was confusing about that, post the question in the course page and we'll get back to you. Richard Brassaw says, what do you say about self-hosting your course versus having it on Udemy, or is both the best way to go?
If you're starting, I will recommend you to, and you don't have an audience, let's say, I recommend it to start on Udemy because it's the easiest way to do it and to start growing from scratch, right? If you already have an audience, you have an email list, you have a Facebook group with engaged people, you can consider going to your own platform, launch the course. You can create promotions for the current audience that you have and see how people respond to that. Do you agree with that, Phil?
Yeah, for sure. Yep. I think there's the way that I look at it now is that people like taking classes different ways. On my platform, I sell my courses through a membership site. So people get access to all my courses for a monthly fee. Some people like buying them individually, and that's why I sell them. I point them to Udemy if they want to buy them individually. So I like giving the option for people to buy however they please. Richard also had a follow-up question about closed captions for Udemy. Does it make a difference in sales? I think it's hard to track, but from personal experience, I know there's a lot of people that have thanked me for the captions or asked me for captions. Countless times people have asked, oh, are you going to add captions to this course? And they're very helpful, especially people who English is their second language. And those are very beneficial to them. Now, all of the English classes on Udemy are automatically captioned in English. The quality isn't amazing, but according to Udemy, the quality is good enough. It seems like students are happy with them. And so that's good, and that's automatically happening. I don't know if at this point paying for captions yourself is going to make a change in sales compared to the automatically generated ones. So, but expanding to other languages, that's another idea too, which I know Diego, his best-selling class now is a Portuguese class, which is incredible.
Yeah, it's the complete Facebook marketing in Portuguese. It's the same version I have in English, but in Portuguese. This month is the top seller of all my classes. So that's amazing.
So definitely, I mean, at this point on Udemy, since there is the auto-generated ones, I think we kind of have to wait and see how that goes. But I'm just kind of defaulting to those at this point. It's 10:02. The last question, which is kind of a big one, and we can kind of wrap it up with this. Lawrence asks, how best can I do digital marketing? Which social platform can I start from? So that's a great question for people who aren't in our class, because if you work through our class, we walk you through all the different platforms. We walk you through coming up with your target market and target audience, which I think is where you need to start. And if you think, oh yeah, I know my target audience, I know who they are, but you haven't actually sat down and done the exercises that we have in the course, it's probably going to change once you do those exercises. It's going to, even if it doesn't change dramatically, it's going to be more specific. And the more specific it can be, the better you're going to be able to market to them. You're going to know whether they're on YouTube or Instagram or whatever social media platform. And so there's no one size fits all answer to that question. I think if I was starting out because I like YouTube or creating videos, YouTube is automatically going to be a place where I'm going to start. But if I'm a photographer and photography is my main business, then probably Instagram is going to be where I start. It really depends on what your business is and who your target market is. I think no matter it, at the end of the day, it doesn't necessarily matter which platform. It just matters if you're consistent, if you're putting out high quality content, and you're really helping your audience.
100%, Phil. I agree. And also remember not to be overwhelmed with all on the course. We have 22 small courses inside the Digital Marketing Masterclass, and we talk about almost all the social media platforms there, right? So people, if you go there, there is a chance that you will be a little bit overwhelmed saying, oh my God, I have all these social media platforms. I need to start creating profiles, Pinterest, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook. That's crazy. So my suggestion, as we talk in the course too, is to pick one or two and start with that. Start building your audience, start creating quality content over there so people will start following you. When you are comfortable with that, you can move to the next one. And as Phil said, that depends totally on the type of audience that you have. Depends to select which platform are you using, right?
Totally. Man, this has been a good one, and we've still got 69 people here watching. Wow. So we really appreciate you being here, and hopefully this helps you, whether you're in our digital marketing class or you're in another class of ours. I again posted our link to the Digital Marketing Masterclass if you're interested in that one. And I see number of you have actually clicked on that link and maybe signed up as well. So we appreciate that. And like always, we appreciate your reviews. These Q&As are one of the ways that we're trying to make this a 5-star class. We're trying to make this the best digital marketing class on Udemy. And to be honest, there's one class that is like what has like 12,000 reviews, and we're just a little fish in this pond of digital marketing. And so we're trying to catch up, but we're about a year or two behind them. And so every single review that you guys leave does help us out. But it's going to be a long journey trying to catch up to that class. But really, we do appreciate all of your reviews. I think we have like over 350 now, which is incredible. Yes. And we read through all of them. And if you have any feedback, critique, or anything, we read through all of that, and we're going to use it to make sure that this class is the best possible. So thank you. Diego, any last words?
Yeah, and the goal of the class is actually to help you to create real results. It's not just a class that you will sit down and watch, learn the strategies, and never taking action, right? We have assignments there. We want to make sure that you are taking action so you will see the results on your business. Or if you don't have a business, yes, let's say you have your personal brand and you want to grow that. All that you will accomplish with the help of the course. And that's why we have the course super practical, where you take action. And yeah, that's it. Thank you very much, guys. I'm really happy. Thank you, Phil, for this time. Thank you to the 65 people that are right now live with us. And I hope to see you inside the course.
Yeah, and for everyone who's already in the course, watching the replay, we appreciate you. Thanks for watching. And we'll definitely try to do this in the future as well. And I know Diego and I are both really busy with Black Friday coming up. This is when us digital marketers, it's like our prime time. We got to get ready for this the next month coming up in the next few weeks.
Yes.
So we'll see when we could do another one of these. But until then, have a great day and good luck with your businesses.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, everyone. Have a good one.